was nearly run. A woman brought her earthen pot to draw the water deep, carrying a heavy shame that made her spirit weak. Oh, the water from the heavy well is running clear and cold, clear and cold. But the master brings a fountain for to wash the weary soul, weary soul. You can draw a heavy bucket, you can drink the river dry, but the living water of the Lord will take you to the sky. Told her of the heavy life and all the men she knew. She said, "You are a prophet, Lord, for every word is true." She dropped her heavy water jar and ran into the town, shouting that the chosen King of glory had come down. Oh, the water from the heavy well is running clear and cold, clear and cold. But the master brings a fountain for to wash the weary soul, weary soul. You can draw a heavy bucket, you can drink the river dry, but the living water of the Lord will take you to the sky. Well, the world will leave you thirsting in a dry and dusty place, but the mercy of the Savior brings a river of His grace. Yes, the mercy of the Savior brings a river of His grace. Oh, the water from the heavy well is running clear and cold, clear and cold. But the master brings a fountain for to wash the weary soul, weary soul. You can draw a heavy bucket, you can drink the river dry, but the living water of the Lord will take you to the sky. Well, the water from the heavy well is running clear and cold, clear and cold. But the master brings a fountain for to wash the weary soul, weary soul. You can draw a heavy bucket, you can drink the river dry, but the living water of the Lord will take you to the sky. Where the cover is torn and the pages are worn from the years of my granddaddy's hands, but the words written there are the answers to prayer and the truth of the glorious land. It's a compass of gold when the weather gets cold and the shadows of midnight descend. I just open it wide, let the Spirit provide, and the brokenness starts to mend. Oh, the old black book is a beacon of light, guiding my soul through the darkest of night. From the Garden of Eden to the heavenly throne, it's the greatest story that a heart has ever known. giant. I can read about Jesus who died for my sin, and the grace that makes sinners compliant. When the devil comes knocking and tells me a lie, I don't have to tremble or look. I just stand on the promises written in red in the heart of the old black book. Oh, the old black book is a beacon of light, guiding my soul through the darkest of night. From the Garden of Eden to the heavenly throne, it's the greatest story that a heart has ever known. It will stand when the mountains crumble and fall. It's the word of the Master who watches over all. Yes, the word of the Master who watches over all. The old black book is a beacon of light, guiding my soul through the darkest of night. From the Garden of Eden to the heavenly throne, it's the greatest story that a heart has ever captain of the heavy Syrian band, but the leprosy was eating at the strongest in the land. The little captive maiden told him of a prophet's word, and he took his heavy horses to the servant of the Lord. Oh, the mud of the heavy Jordan is washing him today, him today. The power of the Maker takes the sickness all away. You can seek a heavy doctor, you can bring a heavy fee, but the water of the river sets the weary sinner free. Elisha didn't meet him, just sent word outside the door. Go wash us 7 times upon the heavy, muddy shore. He got mighty angry till his servant calmed him down, and he dipped into the water, and he lost the sickly brown. Oh, the mud of the heavy Jordan is washing him today, him today. The power of the Maker takes the sickness all away. You can see darkness was dark and cold. He felt so far from home. But in the middle of the night, a vision split the sky, a golden staircase reaching up into the by and by. Oh, I'm climbing up the rungs of Jacob's mighty ladder, mighty ladder, stepping out of the darkness and into the morning light. Morning light, the angels of the Lord are coming down to meet me, and I'm leaving all my earthly heavy burdens in the night. Resting on a world of grief and pain. The top is hidden in the clouds above the pouring rain. You cannot climb it with your gold, you cannot climb with pride. You've got to take the Savior's hand and let Him be your guide. Oh, I'm climbing up the rungs of Jacob's mighty ladder, mighty ladder, into the morning light. Morning light, the angels of the Lord are coming down to meet me, and I'm leaving all my earthly heavy burdens in the night. Well, the devil tries to pull me down and make me lose my hold, but the hand of God is stronger than the purest beaten gold. Yes, the hand of God is stronger than the purest beaten gold. I'm climbing up the rungs of Jacob's mighty ladder, stepping out of the darkness and into the morning light. Morning light, the angels of the Lord are coming down to meet me, and I'm leaving all my earthly heavy burdens in the night. The giant of Gath stood 9 feet tall, with a heavy iron spear and shield. He marked the army of the living God across the battlefield. The soldiers of Saul were shaking in their boots, hiding in the mountain fold. But a little shepherd boy with the holy fire was a feeling mighty bold. Oh, the stone in the shepherd's sling is a flying through the air, through the air. The giant is a tumbling down, and the devil better beware, better beware. You don't need solid brass. When the power of the Maker brings the giant down to the grass. Between the eye, oh, the stone in the shepherd's sling is a flying through the air, through the air. The giant is a tumbling down, and the devil better beware, better beware. You don't need a heavy sword of steel or a shield of solid brass. When the power of the Maker brings the giant down to the grass. The child is gonna bring him down and lift the heavy load. Oh, the stone in the shepherd's sling is a flying through the air, through the air. The giant is a tumbling down, and the devil better beware, better beware. You don't need a heavy sword of steel or a shield of solid brass. When the power of the Maker brings the giant down to the grass. Loving call through the pines, the wind is whispering his name. In my heart I feel the Spirit's holy flame. Oh, the old path leads me home to where I rest by the river, where the faithful ones are blessed. With the cross before me and the world behind, it's the peace of heaven that I've come to find. stars above. Though the journey may be long and hills be steep, He's the shepherd who will guard His weary sheep. Oh, the old path leads me home to where I rest, by the river where the faithful ones are blessed. With the cross before me and the world behind, it's the peace of heaven that I've come to find. There's a mansion waiting just beyond the blue for the hearts that stay the course and remain true. No more sorrow, no more tears, and no more pain, only glory when we meet our King again. Oh, the old path leads me home to where I rest, by the river where the faithful ones are blessed. With the cross before me and the world behind, it's the peace of heaven that I've come to find. The prophets of Baal were leaping around the altar in the sun, crying out to a deaf old idol till the day was nearly done. They slashed themselves with heavy swords and shouted in the heat, while Elijah sat mocking from his high and rocky seat. Oh, the fire on the altar stone is a falling from the sky, to drink up all the water when the desert land is dry. You can bow down to your idols made of wood and gold and clay, but the God of old Elijah is an answer but the mercy of the Savior washes all the sin away. Well, you want the heavy comfort and you want the heavy shade, but the Master wants a harvest from the people He has made. Yes, the Master wants a harvest from the people He has made. Oh, the shadow of the heavy gourd is a fading in the light. The worm is eating at the root before the coming night. You can pity all the greenery that dies upon the day, but the mercy of the Savior washes all the sin away. Washes all the sin away. The prophet walked the valley floor beneath a burning sky. He saw a mighty army scattered out and bleached so dry. The Maker asked the faithful man, "Can these dead bodies live?" He said, "Only you, Lord God, can know the holy breath you give." Oh, listen to the rattling of the heavy valley bones. A shaking and a quaking on the dusty desert stones. When the Spirit of the Maker blows across the barren plain, the army of the righteous is gonna rise again. He prophesied upon the wind to blow from out the north, to stitch the heavy sinews and to call the marrow forth. The flesh came wrapping round the joints, the breath began to roll, and the mighty host was standing up with a fiery living soul. Oh, listen to the rattling of the heavy valley bones, a shaking and a quaking on the dusty desert stones. When the Spirit of the Maker blows across the barren plain, the army of the righteous is gonna rise again. Well, the devil tries to break you and to lay your spirit low, but the resurrection power is gonna make you go. Yes, the resurrection power is gonna make you go. Oh, listen to the rattling of the heavy valley bones, a shaking and a quaking They came unto the Eshcol brook and cut a cluster down, so heavy that 2 men must bear it back into the town. Oh, the grapes of the heavy valley are hanging on the pole, but the heavy heart of unbelief is eating at the soul. You can see the mighty giants, you can tremble in your fear, but the promise of the Maker says the victory is near. They said the walls are high and thick, the sons of Anak there. But Caleb and old Joshua, they stood up brave and bold. The Lord is gonna give the land exactly like He told. Oh, the grapes of the heavy valley are hanging on the pole, but the heavy heart of unbelief is eating at the soul. You can see the giants, you can tremble in your fear, but the promise of the Maker says the victory is near. Well, the world will see the problems and will tell you turn around, but the eye of faith is looking at the heavy promised ground. Yes, the eye of faith is looking at the heavy promised ground. Tremble in your fear, but the promise of the Maker says the victory is near. Says the victory is like a fountain flowing from Calvary. It's a mercy like a river flowing to the sea. It's a love so deep it rescued me. sea to love so deep it rescued me. With every ripple and every turn, there's a lesson of grace that my heart has learned, flowing down from the throne above in a never-ending stream of His holy love. Wash me, Lord, in the morning dew. Make my heart and my spirit new. Lead me home where the waters rest, in the peaceful land of the ever-blessed. It's a mercy like a river flowing to the sea to love so deep it rescued me. With every ripple and every turn, there's a lesson of grace that my heart has learned, flowing down from the throne above in a never-ending stream of His holy love. Oh, Noah heard the Maker speak a coming from the sky. The world is full of wickedness, and every soul must die. Go fell the heavy timber trees and build a mighty boat, for I will send a heavy flood to make the vessel float. Oh, the timbers of the Gopher wood are rising in the sun, in the sun. The mockers are laughing, but the heavy work is done, work is done. You can doubt the holy Maker, you can turn your face away, but the rain is gonna fall upon the heavy judgment day. can turn your face away, but the rain is done. You can doubt the Holy Maker, you can turn your face away, but the rain is gonna fall upon the heavy judgment harvest from the weary, broken land. But Gideon brought the righteous to the water of the spring, to test the faithful soldiers for the glory of the King. Oh, the trumpets of a Gideon band are ringing in the night. In the night, the pitchers are breaking for to show the holy light. Holy light. Cry out the sword of the Maker and the sword of the faithful man, and watch the devil running from the shouting of the band. Blazing torches that would send the host to hell. Oh, the trumpets of a Gideon band are ringing in the night. In the night, the pitchers are breaking for to show the holy light. Holy light. Cry out the sword of the Maker and the sword of the faithful man, and watch the devil running from the shouting of the band. Well, the Lord don't need a million men to bring the giant down. He only needs a faithful few to take the wicked town. Yes, he only needs a faithful few to take the wicked town. Oh, the pushed through all the heavy crowd to reach the master's side, and reached out for the holy thread she couldn't ever hide. Oh, the hem of the heavy garment is a healing up the soul, up the soul. The power of the Maker is a making sinners whole. You can spend your heavy money, you can cry a heavy tear, but the mercy of the Savior drives away the heavy fear. The heavy crowd was pressing in, but still the Maker knows. She fell down at his holy feet and told him of her dread. Thy heavy faith has made thee whole, the blessed Savior said. Oh, the hem of the heavy garment is a healing up the soul, up the soul. Savior drives away the heavy fear. Well, the devil keeps you bleeding in a heavy, dark despair, but the power of the Jesus is waiting for you there. Yes, the power of the Jesus is waiting for you there. Healing up the soul, up the soul. The power of the Maker is a making sinners whole. Sinners whole. You can spend your heavy money, you can cry a heavy tear, but the mercy of the Savior drives away the heavy fear. So the story's told. When the cornet and the sackbut play, you better hit the ground. But 3 young Hebrew brethren wouldn't kneel before the sound. Oh, the furnace is a burning 7 times hot, 7 times hot. And the wicked king is throwing them in the boiling pot. But the flames won't singe a single hair upon their faithful head. When to test your weary soul, but the spirit of the master is in total control. Yes, the spirit of the master is in total control. Oh, the furnace is a burning 7 times hot, the 7 times hot, and the wicked king is throwing them in the boiling pot. But the flames won't sing, just single hair upon their faithful head. When the maker comes a-walking in the fiery begging for a penny on the way to Jericho. Then I heard a mighty rumble like a river running high, and they told me that the master was a-passing by. Oh, I cried out to the Savior from the dust of the road. I threw away my garment and my heavy bitter load. Bitter load, the Pharisees rebuked me, but I shouted out again, and He opened up my vision to the world of men. Hypocrites were hissing and they told me to be still, but I had a burning fire that the water couldn't kill. Then the master stopped the people and He called me to His side, and the mercy of the heaven washed away my pride. Oh, I cried out to the Savior from the dust of the road. Rebuked me, but I shouted out again, and He opened up my vision to the world of men. Sweet salvation is a wonder to behold. Yes, the light of sweet salvation is a wonder to behold. Oh, I cried out to the Savior from the dust